This video has been brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Alright, so one aspect that has always been prevalent in the Kingdom Hearts series has been the notion of teams, and I'm talking about what we fans like to call the trios. You know, the Destiny Island trio, which is Sora, Kairi, and Riku, the Sea Salt trio, which is Roxas, Xion, and Lee, and of course the Birth by Sleep trio, which is Aqua, Terra, and Ventus. We've played around with ideas for more trios and who could be possibly part of teams, you know, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy. But of course, one aspect that has been tied to the entirety of the Kingdom Hearts series from the beginning when it comes to older characters in the series. You know who I'm talking about, Master Eraqus and Master Xehanort. Were they part of a trio? For the longest, we thought they were. However, thanks to our boy the 13th Vessel, the idea of Eraqus and Xehanort being part of a trio could still be a thing, but have a little twist to it, thanks to what we see in the hidden room in Scala Ad Caelum. Hey guys, it's HMK once again, and as always, strap on in for a wild ride. We're gonna try and take a substantial piece of lore and bring it out of the shadows. And speaking about shadows, it's sponsor time, baby. Raid Shadow Legends, one of the most ambitious mobile RPGs of the year. Oh yeah, look at them graphics. That's right, this ain't on your console or PC, it's on your mobile device. How much is it? It's free. Shadow Legends has a full-on immersive storyline, robust 3D graphics, huge boss fights, PvP, and a ton of champions to collect and customize. I mean, like this guy, or that one, or bro, what is that? Join over 10 million players worldwide who have already downloaded the game and start raids to become your own Shadow Legend. Find your best suited champion and customize them up the wazoo with artifacts to make your own mastery build in order to take down all who stand in your way. Or just that one dude over there. I mean, look at that review score. Who's keeping it from a perfect 5 stars? It's probably that dude. You can play for a couple of minutes or be like me and get sucked into the point, forget the stream and put out a video for a couple of days. And now that the new Faction Wars feature is live, this game just keeps getting bigger and bigger. If you're new, you'll be part of this daily login rewards program for the first 90 days. But wait, there's more. Click on the link in the description box and you can snag 50k worth of silver and a free epic champion to get started. And hey, if you're having trouble, there's a big community on the social media that can help you get your footing. But not me, because I'm garbage at this game. Or am I? You'll have to find out. I'll see you on Raid Shadow Legends. But first I gotta finish this video. Okay, so for the longest, we always believed that Xehanort and Eraqus could be part of a trio, and in the Land of Departure, there are always 3 chairs. And while it could be argued that one of these thrones could be belonging to their master and then the other 2 belonging to Eraqus and Xehanort, thanks to what we see in the hidden Scala Ad Caelum classroom belonging to Xehanort and Eraqus, it could be possible that their trio is actually a quartet. Once again, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Guys, please be sure to check out the 13 Vessels channel because he does a great job with modifying the game and accessing rooms we thought was inaccessible. Especially this classroom, which still blows my mind that we see all these tantalizing things that are fully developed. One specific aspect in this room is the table in the middle, which belongs to the classmates under the tutelage of Xehanort and Eraqus' master. But check it out, this table has 4 seats. Isn't that very particular and odd? These 4 seats can obviously mean that there are 4 students in total when it comes to this specific classroom, and that Eraqus and Xehanort take up 2 of those seats. But wait, you'll probably think, what if one of those seats belongs to their master? It's often weird that this table is shaped like this and not actually classroom tables. But don't worry, I got you. Over in the corner of the classroom, there is a teacher's desk where there's another chair, where you could see that there's a calendar and everything and a little trash can. And this table is on the same plane and very nearby the speaker's podium, so that's obviously where the teacher would sit in this classroom. But now that we got that out of the way, who would be this team of 4 within Scala Ad Caelum? The Scala Ad Caelum Quartet. The Caelum Quartet. I like that. I mean, obviously it would be young Eraqus, young Xehanort, And for the longest, there was always a dissension on who the third person would be when we were applying this as a trio. A lot of people said it could have been Yensid, because Yensid did state that he walked along the path of Keyblade wielder alongside Xehanort and Eraqus calls him a dear old friend. But the one kink in the armor is that people regard Yensid as obviously a Disney character because he is, and since he's not an original character, he wouldn't be part of that team, Eraqus and Xehanort being original. And a lot of people believe that the third person could be Kairi's grandmother. At this point, she still doesn't have a name, but she does have intimate knowledge, like really intimate knowledge on aspects that should only be known by Keyblade wielders who have done their research. You know what I'm talking about. She knows parts of the information when it comes to the legend of the Keyblade War that destroyed the world, and she even knew how it was rebuilt the way it is now, thanks to the light within children's hearts, when telling that legend to Kairi.
Now that part's really important, because I'm gonna do this thing where I'm gonna, go galaxy brain.
And thanks to Kingdom Hearts 3, there is one huge connection that could drive it home that Xehanort once upon a time knew Kairi's grandmother and could have been part of the same class with her. You guys know what I'm talking about. When Xehanort in Kingdom Hearts 3 says there is one sky, one destiny. Who else said that? One specific line in the entirety of the Kingdom Hearts series? That's right. Kairi in her letter to Sora at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, where she tells Sora that all worlds shared the same sky, one destiny. And given that we know from Kingdom Hearts 1 that Kairi's grandmother would tell Kairi herself legends that apparently only people like Eraqus and Xehanort and Keyblade wielders should know, she probably got this line from her grandmother. So without further ado, it could be possible that instead of rather having one or the other, since we have 4 seats at the table, the Scala Ad Caelum quartet could easily be young Eraqus, young Xehanort, young Yensid, and young Kairi's grandmother. I really wish we had a name for her. Thanks to this idea, it would explain how Yensid knows Eraqus and Xehanort like that and being part of their class. And of course, if you were paying attention, it could also explain why Yensid's chalkboard has that one symbol. That symbol we know and love from the Book of Prophecies, trying to figure out what's coming. Because this symbol is pretty much in line with the Book of Prophecies symbol that we see in the classroom. It could be thanks to this advent of war, Yensid had to remember what he learned in his youth alongside these other 3 students to try and figure out why Xehanort would be doing this, what could he want, and what could come after. And then of course, it could explain why Kairi's grandmother has all of this weird knowledge, this very specific knowledge when it comes to the apocalypse that blanketed the world and the age of fairy tales way back when. And also, them being together, Eraqus, Yensid, Xehanort, and Kairi's grandmother could also explain one very important aspect that a lot of us has been wondering since Kingdom Hearts 3's release. And that is, why move from Scala Ad Caelum to the Land of Departure? In Kingdom Hearts 3, we learned that the Princesses of Heart, you know who I'm talking about, those with pure hearts of light, at one point could have the pure light within their hearts transferred to another generation of princesses, or those who would carry the light, once their own specific tasks were over in protecting that pure light. Given that, and the fact that Kairi still held on to her pure light, and the fact that she was a Princess of Heart to begin with, tells me that it could have been possible that this light, the pure light, the fact that Kairi is a Princess of Heart, she could have received this power, this mantle, from her mother and her grandmothers before her mothers. Which tells me that if Kairi's grandmother, not only being a Keyblade wielder, but also being a Princess of Heart during the era of Xehanort, Eraqus, and Yensid in their youth, could explain why they decided to move as a group, aside from Yensid, to the Land of Departure. It was for protection, it was for secrecy, and it was also to keep threats away from Scala Ad Caelum. And it does make sense when you think about it, because remember, Scala Ad Caelum was built upon the ruins of Daybreak Town for unknown reasons. And with the world being the seat of power for all Keyblade wielders once upon a time, I would understand that this world wouldn't want to be exposed to any type of threats whatsoever. And with the pure light of Kairi's grandmother being a princess of heart in this world, Scala Ad Caelum would have a various target on its back. Once this came to light, those in charge wouldn't want Scala Ad Caelum to go through the same mess whatever Daybreak Town went through. Considering that, the choice was probably made to take Eraqus, Xehanort, and Kairi's grandmother in a secluded area, a secluded world in between the realms, to continue their training, to keep her safe, and to establish dominance over this neutral territory. That's right, the Land of Departure. And hey, that's probably why it was called the Land of Departure, because they had to depart Scala Ad Caelum to this land. And also, when you consider that the Land of Departure had this certain trick to devise all those who are not welcome to the castle be lost to oblivion, it could have been possible that this trick was devised specifically to guard Kairi's grandmother in mind. And that's the rabbit hole that this one table in the classroom at Scala Ad Caelum has led to. But I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Leave your thoughts on who could be part of this Scala Ad Caelum quartet in the comment section. Be sure to like the video, share, and most importantly, subscribe to HMK for more Kingdom Hearts content. Big thanks to my Patreon supporters for help making this video happen. If you want to find out how you can support HMK for just $1 a month, check out my Patreon. So guys, until the next video, I've been HMK, and I'll check you guys later.
So you haven't subscribed to HMK yet? Don't piss Xemnas off.